Let's put things in perspective. Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 20 most insanely colossal animals of all time. For this list, we're looking at creatures from throughout the ages who are known for their massive sizes or weights, both confirmed and estimated. More than just a list of the largest, heaviest, or tallest creatures, both living and extinct, we'll also be taking into account the size of creatures relative to other species within the same category or family of animals. Number 20. Hippopotamus. Native to sub-Saharan Africa, these water-loving mammals are among the largest on Earth today. Males of the species average up to 3,310 pounds, but some specimens have been recorded topping out at a staggering 5,800 to 9,900 pounds. Those are some hungry hippos. And despite their portly build, they can move quickly. If a hippo feels threatened, it will attack with not only surprising ferocity, but also speed. They can run at 19 miles per hour for short bursts. So while they might look cute and cuddly, please appreciate them from afar. Very afar. Sadly, we're still waiting on scientists to make house hippos a thing so we can safely bring one home. Number 19. Japanese spider crab. Animation has given us plenty of cute little crabs in recent years.
I see your collection.
But until Tim Burton takes over as Pixar's creative director, the Japanese spider crab is unlikely to get a starring role. Why? Well, it's kind of the stuff of nightmares. While the Japanese spider crab may have a body that's slightly smaller than the American lobster, the staggering length of their legs, which can reach a span of up to 18 feet when outstretched, and an arm span of 12 feet from claw to claw, firmly establish them as the largest living arthropod. Thankfully, they typically dwell at depths of between 490 and 980 feet, so the likelihood of encountering one of these captivating yet intimidating creatures is slim. Number 18. Polar bear.
Guys, this isn't just a bear. It's a polar bear.
When it comes to colossal, meat-eating land mammals, it's really a battle of the bears, between the Kodiak bear of southwest Alaska and the Arctic polar bear. Both species can reach up to about 5.2 feet in shoulder height and weigh in at a maximum of somewhere between 2,200 and 2,400 pounds. That's substantially larger than any other bear species found around the world.
Aggie sees him as her mother and father together, really, and companion.
Polar bears are carnivorous, primarily eating seals and fish, whereas the omnivorous Kodiak bear typically eats fish and a variety of plant life. Dietary considerations, coupled with the polar bear's distinct white coat, ultra-extreme habitat, and impressive hunting skills, give it a slight edge over its Alaskan competitor.
The most powerful land predator is on the prowl.
Hybrids between the two bears are possible, though. Number 17. Titanoboa. Personally, we think the snakes that currently exist on Earth are large enough as is, thank you very much. But for those who subscribe to the ideology of bigger is better, you will surely be giddy to make the acquaintance of the Titanoboa. Just as the name suggests, this prehistoric snake was a boa of titanic proportions, weighing in at an estimated 2,500 pounds and measuring up to 42 feet in length. Discovered in 2009, the Titanoboa was likely a formidable hunter, if not an apex predator within the tropical South American habitat it called home during its lifetime. Though more research is required to be sure, certain characteristics actually suggest it primarily hunted fish. Number 16. Rhinoceros. The second largest terrestrial mammal surviving today, rhinos can be found in Africa and Asia, but it's the white rhino that claims the title as the largest extant species. Males of the species can weigh up to 5,000 pounds on average, and at 4,000 pounds, the females are by no means small either. While hippos might look deceptively docile, rhinos, with their intimidating horns, thick skin, and muscular build, make it clear that they are not a species to be trifled with. Herbivore status be damned. The species of rhino that live today is undeniably impressive, but they represent a small fraction of Rhinocerotoidea that once roamed the Earth, like their massive, hornless prehistoric relative, Paraceratherium. Number 15. Ocean sunfish. Water covers roughly 71% of the Earth. As such, it should come as little surprise that the world's oceans play host to an impossibly wide variety of life, including some truly colossal creatures. That being said, without a proper introduction, you'd be forgiven for assuming that this was an aquatic alien species from a distant world. The ocean sunfish is an oddly shaped creature. Adults often weigh up to 2,205 pounds. The species' unique anatomy makes it appropriately as long as it is tall, giving it a roughly circular shape when viewed in profile. They like to sunbathe near the ocean surface, hence the name, and have been known to grow to nearly 11 feet in length. Number 14. Gigantopithecus. Also referred to as a giant sea scorpion, this arthropod grew to about 8.5 feet in length. So, for anyone who enjoys going for a swim, their extinction is likely comforting news, because these things look like mutants from some post-nuclear war apocalyptic future. Knowledge of their lifestyle and habitat is limited, but all signs point to them having lived in shallow freshwater environments and not the ocean floor like you may have assumed. At maturity, these impressive and terrifying creatures were likely apex predators, and are thought to have resorted to cannibalism in times of food scarcity. Oh, and they're just one of a number of prehistoric giant scorpion-type creatures. Have fun never sleeping again. Number 13. Southern elephant seal.
It's pretty obvious where the name comes from. And with that size, the skin, and that extraordinary nose.
Found in Antarctica, these massive aquatic mammals are the largest members of the carnivora order. They typically weigh 6 to 7 times more than a male polar bear. Mature males often weigh upwards of 7,000 pounds, but the largest recorded specimen came in at a whopping 11,000 pounds, measuring 22.5 feet.
And his sole object in life at the moment is to make quite sure that he and he alone mates with every single one of them. And to that, he must fight.
While the male elephant seals use that weight to their benefit when battling other males for a mate, their size can also prove intimidating for the females and deadly to pups. Males are typically 5 to 6 times larger than the females, and in their enthusiasm to procreate, will often crush and kill pups.
So the time has come to start a fight.
Number 12. Giant Pacific octopus.
These octopus actually have the ability to learn by observation.
Giant squids might be all the rage these days, but what about octopuses? The giant Pacific octopus is considered by most to be the biggest octopus species around. The largest living specimen weighed in at 156 pounds, but according to the Guinness Book of World Records, the largest ever recorded weighed nearly double at 300 pounds, with a total arm span of 32 feet.
They're pretty amazing.
Does that mean she likes me?
Yes.
Okay.
It can be found all across the Pacific Ocean, spending time cruising around at up to 25 miles per hour. Its pastimes include catching smaller prey in a parachute-like web found between its arms, and paralyzing its prey with the help of toxins contained in its salivary glands. On special occasions, it's been known to eat small sharks, or even wounded seagulls.
She is a formidable predator, but at the moment, hunting isn't on her mind.
Number 11. Gigantopithecus blackeye. Giants in the folklore or mythological sense never existed, but we'll settle for giant apes as the next best thing. This prehistoric mammal finds its closest living relative in the modern-day orangutan. For some perspective, orangutan males weigh approximately 165 pounds at maturity and stand an average height of 4 feet 6 inches. Gigantopithecus blackeye, on the other hand, was built more like a gorilla, but 42% heavier, and is speculated to have weighed up to 660 pounds. People continue to debate the creature's height, but estimates range from 9 to 12 feet. So regardless of where it actually lands along that range, it was an ape that made a big impression. Number 10. Colossal squid. Also known as the Antarctic squid or giant crotch squid, the colossal squid is the largest invertebrate in the world. While the giant squid may be technically longer from tip to tip than the colossal squid, as the result of longer tentacles, the colossal squid beats out its giant counterpart in terms of mass, as well as the girth of its body. Its eyes are the largest of any in the animal kingdom, with an estimated diameter of 12 to 16 inches. Only a few whole specimens of this elusive deep-sea creature have ever been found.
If they can haul this half-ton beast on board and bring it home, the San Aspiring's crew will make maritime history.
It's also rare among squids since it has rotating hooks to grab its prey. Number 9. Megalodon. Sharks have long inspired a primal fear in humans. And to think, those that we actually have a chance of encountering today are a fraction of the size of those that used to swim in our oceans. Widely regarded as being among the largest and most impressive predators in the history of the planet, the Megalodon more than earns the mega in its name. Megalodons are believed to have measured up to 59 feet in length and weighed in somewhere between 66,000 and 143,000 pounds. Add to that a bite force of 25,000 to 40,000 pounds, and you've got a creature that feels downright mythical. Despite some mockumentaries suggesting otherwise, the Megalodon went extinct millions of years ago. Number 8. Quetzalcoatlus. Named after an Aztec deity, Quetzalcoatl the feathered serpent, Quetzalcoatlus is among the largest flying creatures to have ever taken to the skies. A pterosaur that took to the air throughout the late Cretaceous period, Quetzalcoatlus has generated much debate since its remains were first unearthed in 1975. The creature's weight has been estimated at anywhere between 150 pounds to 550 pounds. That might sound light-ish, but remember, this creature needed to take to the skies, and that is much heavier than any bird today. Quetzalcoatlus achieved lift with a wingspan that, over the years since its discovery, has been estimated at anywhere between 36 and 68 feet. Either way, it was a truly massive creature unlike anything that exists in the current animal kingdom. Number 7. Saltwater Crocodile. Sure, Komodo dragons might be intimidating, but of all the reptiles currently walking the earth, the saltwater crocodile is hands down the biggest. They're commonly found across Australia and Southeast Asia, and they're massive. Male specimens have been recorded weighing in excess of 2,200 pounds and measuring over 20 feet in length. While these particular crocodiles were of extraordinary size, saltwater crocodiles are the only living croc species to regularly reach 16 feet in length.
They'll be on the coast, they'll be on islands, they'll be out at sea, they'll go in tidal rivers, swamps. If they can get into your bathtub, they'll get into it.
They're considered to be an apex predator, truly at the top of the food chain in their environment. It's a position they maintain by eating anything that dares to set foot, claw, wing, or fin in their domain, humans included.
Okay.
Number 6. Giraffe.
Around the age of 3 or 4, young male giraffes start to strut their stuff.
You might not think of them as colossal, but giraffes are freaking tall. In fact, they're the tallest animals on land. Standing at roughly 16 to 20 feet tall, 6 to 8 feet of height can be attributed to their absurdly elongated necks, meaning that on average, the neck accounts for just under half their total height. A giraffe's neck is more than just for show, though. It enables them to reach the leaves of trees in their natural habitat. For male giraffes, the long neck also proves useful during mating season to fight other males in a ritual called necking.
This is play fighting, but it later progresses to full-scale dominance matches.
Despite their slender build, giraffes are deceptively heavy, males weighing about 2,600 pounds on average. Number 5. Great white shark.
Is there any sea beast so feared by humans?
This oceanic hunter requires little introduction, given its prevalence in popular culture.
Why trust a shark, right?
In the case of great whites, the females are typically larger than the males. Confirmed female specimens have been seen to grow up to 4,300 pounds and 20 feet in length, but on average are closer to 15 or 16 feet in length.
The peak of evolution, the absolute fighting machine.
It's considered one of the largest lamniform sharks, with only the plankton-eating basking and whale sharks beating it out in terms of size when all species of sharks are compared. It's not the bloodthirsty man-eater Jaws would have you believe, but it is responsible for more attacks on humans than any of its peers, and has even been known to attack boats. Number 4. Ledias problematicus. Notice anything about that name? Ledias problematicus earned the problematic in its title because upon its discovery, the fossils were so badly damaged that the researchers struggled to piece it together. First uncovered and documented in the 1880s, this jaw-droppingly massive species of ancient fish was estimated at a staggering 90 to 115 feet in length. Contemporary studies have drastically reduced its size to a much more modest maximum estimated length of 54 feet. But only relative to past estimates could a creature just under 1/3 the length of a football field be considered modest. Likely a suspension feeder like whale sharks, Ledias problematicus remains the largest known fish to ever swim Earth's oceans, which it did at remarkable speeds considering its size. Number 3. Patago titan meorum. You'd think that living or dead, all of the world's biggest animal species would have been discovered by now. But in third place, we have a dinosaur that was only uncovered in 2008, announced in 2014, and officially named in 2017. Given the limited samples available, we can't confidently put a cap on the creature's potential maximum size. But based on the fossils we do have, it's been suggested that this giant measured up to 131 feet in length and weighed up to 77.6 tons. If true, this makes the Patago titan both the largest dinosaur and the largest animal to ever walk the Earth. Time travelers, you'll be relieved to know that, like other sauropods, Patago titan meorum was an herbivore. Number 2. African bush elephant. The average male giraffe likely towers over even the largest elephant. But elephants bring more than enough weight to the watering hole to make up for their shorter stature. The average male bush elephant is only between 10 to 13 feet tall, but also weighs between 10 to 13,000 pounds, making it the largest terrestrial animal. But bulls have been known to outgrow that average by a wide margin. The largest recorded bull in history roughly doubled it, weighing an estimated 23,000 to 26,000 pounds at the time of its death in 1956. Although Africa is home to another species of elephant, the forest elephant, they're much smaller than the bush elephant, rarely exceeding 8 feet in height and typically weighing closer to 6,000 pounds. Before we unveil our top pick, here are some honorable mentions. Dinosuchus. This terrible crocodile earned the title. Coconut crab, the largest land-living arthropod. Lion's mane jellyfish, the world's largest jellyfish. Goliath beetle, the heaviest living insect on Earth. Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Blue whale.
I'm so sorry. I don't believe what I've just heard. This is incredible. I've heard word that we have on our helicopter a blue whale!
Even the largest bush elephant in history weighs less than 1/10 of an adult blue whale. The sperm whale of Moby Dick fame takes the title of largest brain on Earth, but at 35 to 60 feet in length, it pales in comparison to the length of the blue whale, which typically measures between 69 and 90 feet. Specimens have been found that exceed 100 feet, with one particular female measuring 109 feet. That is longer than a regulation-sized basketball court. In terms of weight, the record is 191 short tons. Even when you take dinosaurs into account, the blue whale is the largest creature this planet has ever seen, and it still swims among us to this day.
It's not just the future of the whale that today lies in our hands. It's the survival of the natural world in all parts of the living planet.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.